NBA season continues to be suspended. A return to the court is welcomed by many players around the league. But Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal believes they shouldn't even come back at all. This is what Shaq told USA Today Sports. He said, quote, "I think we should scrap the season. Everybody go home, get healthy, come back next year, just scrap the season, just scrap it. To try and come back now and do a rush playoffs as a player, any team that wins this year, there's an asterisk. They're not going to get that respect." Ryan Clark, you are going to be the judge. I will give you the first crack at this one, Marcus Spears. What is your best defense for the asterisk argument?
Well, first of all, G, let me preface this by saying I'm not emotional about this outside of the fact that I'm a fan. When I look at it from the standpoint of what transpired and how this thing ended, G, it will be an asterisk. The season stopped. In the middle of it, it stopped. They literally, players were on the floor and had to walk off the court during basketball games because the season had to end immediately. Everybody had to leave. And I keep hearing everybody compare this to when Tim Duncan and the Spurs won in a 50-game season. You know what happened that season? Every team played 50 games. All of them were competing the same amount of time. All of these things that everybody keeps bringing up about this happened in the NBA and this took place in the NBA. You know what has never happened in the NBA? A pandemic in the middle of it where everybody is saying, we don't even know if we gonna have fans have the ability to come into the stands. So for everybody that's talking about it won't be an asterisk, you know damn well it's gonna be an asterisk behind the NBA champion. An unforeseen circumstance and obviously the worst one ever.
Okay, so now it is my turn. Point of parliamentary procedure. People are acting as though they're just going to announce the champion based upon the things that have already happened. To be clear, what we're talking about is them coming back, playing a full or close to full postseason, playing it out practically as they always do, and then crowning a champion at the end. So I would start by saying that that will be just as legitimate as it might be in any other season. The second point that I would make here, and this I think is the more important one, is that yes, it is emotional. Sports is about emotion. Most of us are fans, and most of us are judging this stuff because we want to see it, and it matters to us, and it matters to the players. And so, Marcus, you just brought up Tim Duncan and his 50-game season. There have been extenuating circumstances of all sports that have affected championships throughout its history. Yes, a pandemic is unprecedented. It's unprecedented in every conceivable way. But I think with the amount of enthusiasm that will be existing amongst the players and the fans, if and when we're fortunate enough for this to come back, that this championship will mean more to those players and more to the fans, not less than they would on a normal season.
Gee, we don't disagree in that regard. But didn't we not sit on this show and talk about players not having access to and having the same abilities that other players have?
Right.
Do we possibly have NBA gyms open up before in certain states than others? This will not be a conventional playoff, G. I don't care how you try to sell it to me. Am I excited about it? Hell yes. It needs to come back. I need basketball. You know how much I love basketball. With that being said, it will be an asterisk.
My final thought on this, and then we'll turn it over to the judge, will be the following. If they play out a full postseason this summer and LeBron James and the Lakers win the championship, 20 years from now, we will say LeBron James won 4 titles in the NBA, and we won't go any farther than that. All right, those are our best defense. RC, we turn it over to you.
Listen, first off, Greeny, you won, and it was a landslide. I am so disappointed in Marcus Spears' argument. He is on First Take too much to sit up here and agree with you and then ask me to agree with him. But I think you are absolutely right, Greeny, and not even so much from the point that it'll mean more, but I think everyone is going through a pandemic. Everyone is trying to figure out how to deal with these circumstances, and in that, you have to come through more. We're all coming through it together, and so whoever wins this championship is going to be just as important, it's going to be just as hard fought, and it's going to be a situation where you feel like you came through this on top. So I see no. Oh, what? Oh, what, Marcus? What?
Okay.
Go ahead. Give Marcus the final word.
What? Okay. So you
what?
two guys want to gang up on me and be wrong. But here's the deal. If you don't think in your mind we gonna say in 2020 the NBA champion, the season had to resume after a pandemic, which is an asterisk, you out of your damn mind. You and G.
We're
so
going to
y'all
say
go
that.
huddle up
We're
in the
going to
out
say
of the,
that.
out
But
of
you
my
could
damn mind
you could deflate
closet
football.
if y'all don't think people gonna mention that.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.